Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Dyson Sphere Program. So, I've been doing a fair bit off camera. Nothing to progress, just stuff to bring us back up to speed with where we are already. Ooh, it's getting a bit industrial on this planet for my liking. This was meant... Oh my god, just look at that view. Yeah, that's my hub. That's producing everything. What the Christ. Yeah, anyway, this planet's getting far too industrial for my liking, but screw it, we're going to keep it going. So, what I have done off camera, I have moved processors and microcrystalline components off to another planet. Oh god, we're struggling for power now as well. Could this day get any worse? Yeah, don't say that, it probably could. Just go watch Stranded Deep, that gets terrible at points as well. How are we... Ooh. Ooh, not good. It's because I've probably just set this up. In fact, no, because I've set this up, they are now able to supply these things over here. I bet all of these have kicked into gear, haven't they? Because there was a bottleneck. Right, I don't think I can have all of these working. I really don't. We're out of strange matter. Oh, it's probably because I'm going for 10,000 there. Oh, that's a little bit excessive, isn't it? I'm just going to cut this off a little tiny bit. What would be the best thing to cut off? The hydrogen. Deuterium, even. Let me just cut you there, cut you there, cut you there, and cut you there. Because I can't have all of those running. Holy Christ, they tank my my power. In fact, even that may be too many. Yeah, so we're a little light on that. Anyway, that's not what we're focusing on this episode. I have got an idea, by the way, for power. We just need to, like, kind of get around to it. I'm requesting 2 gigawatts of power. We'll have an episode based on power at some point, don't you worry. We just need for the rest of them machines to cut off when all that deuterium's gone through. So yeah, processors and the crystalline thingamajigs have moved, and that gave me space to get these up and running. Now, these aren't actually producing... Well, it's not a full line. Looking at this, I'd need 120 factories in a line to get full belts of this coming out. And it'd be 2 full belts because we've got one in the middle that's sharing and then one on the outside, one on the outside. So for 2 full belts, I'd need 120 factories in a straight line. I think that's right. I basically take the 4 seconds and times it by 30. Yeah, that makes sense, because I need 4 machines to get 1 per second, so if I need 30 per second, that's 120 in a row. Can't do that, that's a little bit excessive, so at the minute I've just left it as this, and that'll be fine. What we wanted to do today, because we are still trying, let me get rid of that deuterium, we are still trying to make our way towards green science, which we've got one half of this done, and all we need to do now is make these. And all we need to do now is to make these. And all we need to do now is make both these and these. I think we'll start with the easier one first. Titanium glass, don't you think? That'd be nicer. Yeah, I think that'd be nicer. And by the way, my designs for all these keep changing. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how it goes. Anyway, let's slap one of these down and get one of these. Well, that's a... weird ass ratio. 15 times 5, that'd be 75 of these in a row. And that'd be 4 every 5 seconds. Should we just make some of this? How much would we even need to make? We'd need to make a fair amount. Screw it, let's just go industrial. Why not? Don't even know how we're going to lay this out. We're just going to slap you down there. And that's how we're going to start. There you go. There you go. Eventually we'll go back round and like start balancing some of the ratios. Move the sciences off world. You know, all that jazz. By the way, last episode I said I was going to set up on that faraway solar system that we went to. No. No, I've not bothered with that. We're going to use the oil for now. We'll move around to doing different stuff. Well, making the graphene a different way at some other point. I know we want to try and save the oil as best we can, but I've got it stockpiled for now, so I might as well just go with that instead of just making loads of different stuff. So we're going to want 3 resources coming in for 1 resource going out. I think I'm wanting a design like this one. So we want you going in. What do we need? Glass, titanium, and water. Where are we? Glass, titanium, and water. Won't demand any of those yet, and these are all going to be making the titanium glass. Yes. So I want 1 resource, and they're all the same. 1 coming out of here, so I guess we'll. You know what? I'll have the titanium coming down the middle. Go there, and that. Thank you. This is the design I've started going with anyway. You go like that, you go like that. And I mean, really? 1 belt of the titanium can support what we're doing here. But there's no way I can get it work. Well, I can, actually. But I just like the symmetry of this. Anyway, we want glass coming out this side. Like so, and get you going down to there. We want water coming out this way. Like so. It's alright, this will make some more sense in a second. Glass coming out this way, like that. And water coming out this way, like that. Yeah, it's exactly the same build as what we've got going on there. Apart from the ratios are very, very slightly different. So then we'll be able to get 1 more there and 1 more there. To which then I'll be able to get another run of titanium coming out. And we want you going back in. I went 1 too far there. Whoops, my bad. And in you go. And 1 more run of titanium coming out here. And you're going to be going in this way. Might not be the most efficient. It looks somewhat pretty though. Then we just need thingamajigs going. You're in, you're out. We've got in, out, in, out, in, and out. Well, that's the setup. And I'm sorry to do this to you, my dude, but I don't like you there. You're making it look all messy like. Actually, I've got these this side, so really I don't need them this side, but I'm still going to do it because it marks it out quite nicely. I don't know how many of these we're going to want per second, but you would go like that, and realistically, I've just been trying to do full belts of everything, unless it requires a monstrous amount of machines. Because I keep saying I'm going industrial, but at the moment I'm not going that scale industrial. I'm kind of doing what I did from the very start. I'm making things, but I'm not making them to, like, mass scale. Which is kind of stupid, really. Because at this point I should be, but realistically, I need these bad boys. And we are very nearly there. Not that I'm ripping all this apart again. I swear to God, it's taken me far too many hours to rip all this apart that I've done already. So... if we wanted 30 of these per second, we'll just work off the middle ones for now because they're sharing a belt. So 5 would give me 2 per second, 10 would give me 4 per second. That's not going to go into 30 very nicely, is it? It's basically 2.5 machines makes 1 per second. So, 2.5. I am going to do this on a calculator because my brain just melted. Times 30 is 75 machines. 75 divided by 2, 37.5. Exactly, it doesn't work properly, does it? So, 37 machines either side of this. It's 37.5, isn't it? Did my maths actually just not work at all? Right, let's do it a different way. That's 1 per second. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 per second. 4 with the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's technically 6 per second. I actually think I'm just going to bring this out to here because that'd be like 12 per second. And realistically, where are we? For these ones, 12 per second. That needs like 1 every 6 seconds. And I'm doing 12 per second, 1 every 6 seconds. Are you real? Well, I think that'll be more than enough. Yeah, let's just get this set up for now. I'm going to have to delete this one for a second, though, because, you know, stuff. The only things we really need to, like, properly do is science. And yes, I'm aware that I'm doing science now, but we actually need to get to the point where we've got all the endgame stuff unlocked, and then I'm going to start branching out onto other planets and making, like, 1 planet for each thing. You know, just go full-on crazy mode, right? One thing at a time, though. Didn't I say we were starting with the easier one? On what planet is this easier? So you go there like that, and then we smash a load more of these down. So again, all of this is just going to give me 12 per second. We could do so much more, but again, I'd rather make these systems slightly smaller. Unlock the next tier of the constructors that we've got here. The assembly machines, even. Constructors. Did I just pull that from Satisfactory? I don't know. It's been that long since I played it. Yeah, we just need to get to the next level of science now. I need to stop messing about, really, don't I? I'm missing my doohickeys. Where's my hub? And obviously, I've done this monstrosity, and then Nilhouse releases his version. Well, his tutorial version on it. Don't get me wrong, I knew when I was designing my system like this that it wasn't optimized or anything like that, but still. Right, I'm going to have to do it from this side. So, just for symmetry. I can't do it just for symmetry. Oh. You're going to have to go there then. Just because I want to make sure I hit all of them. Now that upsets me, but that's the problem with me packing these in as close as I am doing. I can get rid of you as well. I know I should be going and putting them away, but I'm not. Do I really want all this glass here? I mean, most of the other ones I've just been requesting full stacks. Local demand, do nothing. Local demand, do nothing. Local demand, do nothing. And you can supply. There we go. Stuff like this I'm not going to be using warpers for. Because I'm thinking everything that we're ever going to need is going to be made in this solar system. So warpers not necessarily necessary. You know, I could actually just... I know this has got to come loads further. I do need to start moving these out of the way as well. These are the last 3 things that I've got to delete. Well, on this side they are. If we go to the other side, that's just a monstrosity, but we're going to try not to look that side. I mean, eventually, once I've got the upgraded ones of these, it wouldn't be 120 long, it'd be 80 long. Currently, these are 20 long. That'd be 2 per second, 4 per second, 6 per second, 8 per second, 10 per second, 20. I'm working that out slightly wrong, aren't I? I'm doing it for a double lane. So really it's going to be 40 long because this is already 20. With the blue ones, that is. Currently this would have to be 60 long. And then 60 on either side would give the 120 that we needed. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Maybe I should have just planned out with the next level machines, but we're not quite there yet, so I didn't really want to do that. Right. Titanium glass is being made. Now we need to make the crystal thingamajigs. Well, we've got the diamonds, we've got the graphene and all that jazz. How about we make it right next to it? What does the ground look like here? I mean, I can't make it exactly next to it. I have been trying to flatten all this planet off at the minute. It's just not quite working for me. Most of this one's done. In fact, is it Kafa 2? The one that I've not really been to on camera. That is nearly completely covered in concrete at this point. Crystals, we're going to need 3. Power's slipping again. I thought we were doing well for a while. I mean, it's dropped, but it's not dropped anywhere near enough. I wonder if I can do this in this amount of space. It's going to basically be the same as last build. So no, not really. Let's do it like that. Get out of the way, drones. Good God. Literally flying straight over my camera. Just pad this out to here. So long as I don't cover the end of these, we'll be fine. I think next episode might have to be the episode about power, but then again, I need to be able to make accumulators. Which in retrospect I could make. The only thing that I'm not mass producing at the minute is crystal silicon. I could potentially do that off camera. I've very nearly done all with all my off camera stuff. We're going to be doing it on camera mostly soon. Also, I'll be able to make the vertical launching silos some point soon, which is also going to start helping with power. How's our swarm doing? Not very well. I think it's just with where the rotation of the planet is in respect to it, because we've still got plenty of sails, right? Yeah, I'm still absolutely fine on sails. Anyway, we're getting distracted with stuff again. Let's throw you down over there. And we are making these. So. And that is just hydrogen they're requesting, right? How am I doing for hydrogen? We've got a fair few containers full worth there. I need to use the oil quicker, actually. So me using the graphene the way that we're about to use it does benefit us in the sense of hydrogen. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I think this is going to be exactly the same build that we've just done. You go straight in there. I mean, they're all getting their own lane of hydrogen anyway. Yes, it is hydrogen. I want to keep saying deuterium now. We need diamonds. Wait, that's titanium crystals, isn't it? Excuse me. I'm not mass producing titanium crystals yet. They're not even being done this side, are they? They're being done over this side. Oh boy. Oh boy. Titanium crystals would be over this side, would they not? I need to move them thrusters as well. There's the titanium. There's the titanium crystals. Well, that's pitiful. And I've also got to redo this. Okay. Well, we're going to make it now anyway, because that's going to be stuff that I'd do off camera either way, so... where was I starting this one? Over here, randomly in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, screw it, why not? Right. Back to our original planning, which I didn't manage to get around to. We want those. We want the graphene and we want the hydrogen. And you are going to be making these Casmir crystals. So, let's have... Nope. Immediately wrong. And immediately went past hydrogen. Hydrogen's going to come out. Hydrogen's going to come out. We're going to get our factory started right there like that. And we're then going to have... we'll say the titanium crystals first. Does it really matter what order they're in? Realistically, it should be graphite first. Graphene, even. And then titanium crystals. Let's just rotate that a little bit. Then we can have another one of these here. And we want the hydrogen coming out there. You're going to come back in this way and go like that. Same on this side. Exactly the same. Rinse and repeat. Gone past the titanium crystals, you idiot. There we go. You want to go right there. You're going to need your own hydrogen. And you're going to come in like, not that. Not that at all. Just like that. Let me give you those and those. Realistically, these probably don't need to be the interstellar ones. They do for the amount of resources we're pulling in. Is that our titanium glass? Oh, bless you. Look at that. Look at that. We're getting there. Anyway, let's belt this up. Well, it's already belted up. Let's sorter this up. And it's going to be exactly the same as last time. You go in, you go in, you go in, you go in. And that way, that way, that way, that way. Would you believe me if I told you that I'm not rushing this at all? This is just how I do it nowadays. Alright, we need to work some ratios out and see just how many of these we're going to be needing to make. That is the wrong way for a start. You're going that way like that. You're going that way like that. And there. Beautiful. You're coming down here. And in you go. Yes. We're looking good. And you're coming out. You're going back in. I'm out of belts. How dare you? How dare you run out of belts? There we go. There's some more. Yeah, that was a massive issue that I had to deal with when I started running out of belts. Not gonna lie, did panic a little bit. There was a lot of waiting around and trying to get things sorted. Let's just get these belts slapped down. Now, are we going to be able to get to green science next episode? Possibly. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Well, yeah, because the only thing I'm going to have to make next time will be the quantum chips. And, like I say, processors are being done off-world. So, yeah, we should be fine for that. Should be absolutely fine. Right, ratios. So, 4 of these makes me 1. 24, 36. But really, I'm not going to be able to do that many of those because of the hydrogen. So, let's do it in terms of hydrogen, yes? So that's 1 per second, but that's 12 hydrogen. And that's 24 hydrogen. Realistically, I could probably go 2 more. Because it's definitely not going to fill the belt up, is it? But if I go 2 more, technically we can say that's using 6 hydrogen per second. Yeah. So really, that's as big as this factory can go. Let's just cut all this out. Because I can't get any more hydrogen onto a belt. Yes, I could bring more belts of hydrogen out. Why does it seem like I'm screaming over my game? Alright then, this is a dinky little build. I thought it'd be bigger than this, but... no, that's not what she said. Shut up. Don't need to hear them sort of comments here. And there we go, there we go. No, 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 no. It's because we're getting the bigger boxes as we get further down towards the equator. We want it all to be symmetrical still. By the way, that's why I've not been able to duplicate my oil. Because it gets further up here and the spaces get bigger. It's not really worked out very well for me. I probably should have started further up and then worked my way down. If that makes any sense at all. I don't suppose I could put you on this line and have that work, could I? I mean, that's going to look fairly weird placement, but it keeps it nice and square. And something I have been forgetting. I always like to have these on the back here. They just tuck in so nicely. I've missed a lot of them. It's all my latest builds. Probably not the time to go around and check even more. No. Fair enough. Well, let's just add to the power problem even more then, shall we? And let us start demanding, doing nothing, demanding, doing nothing, demanding, doing nothing, demanding, doing nothing. One, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm working out how many of the titanium crystals I'm going to be using per second. 2, 3, 4, 8. 9, 10 per second. How many am I making per second of the titanium crystals? Because I'm using, I'm probably not that. Yeah, I am actually dead far off. I'm making 2 per second. Go team. Oh dear. Well, again, that's stuff that I'm just redoing off camera, so still not built any of the stuff that's going to be new off camera yet, because obviously we're not doing that. I can't believe how much power we're using. On the plus side though, this is working. And we have got the Casmir crystals coming in now, so happy days there. You know what? I actually think I'm just going to put this right there. And make that all a nice, neat ending. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. So, next time, absolutely we're going for the gravity matrices. We just need to get the quantum chips being made, which, depending on what I can get done off camera, I would like to do on this side, potentially, but it's just, everything's going weird. It's not going to plan, because I can't do everything exactly how I want it yet. We're not quite there. Once I'm getting all the different researchers coming in, I mean, I know we're miles away from white research, but I mean everything before white research, that will unlock everything. So that I can properly start spanning out onto different planets and all that jazz. What should we do for the last couple of minutes? Because I'm not quite at 30. We're really that fussed about a couple of minutes difference. Is it you, Beast? Are you still using way too much power? Let's cut this off sooner. I'm fairly sure it's these that are absolutely destroying my power. Just join these back up and then it's all going to be cut in the same place. You can use whatever you want. Just get it out your systems. Go, go, go. And then hopefully my power's going to come back. So yeah, we'll work on green science next episode, but then I really have to do something about power. And my plan for power is to go to the other planet, properly get energy coming in, and then start getting accumulators. Because then we can start sending charged up accumulators out to planets like this that are currently dying of power and feed them. I just need one place that's going to like suck in all the power of the Dyson swarm. Although I'm not removing all these because there's just way too much there now. It's alright. How about a giant solar belt to charge our power? Oh, I thought power had come back then because the rest of these had stopped. But they've not all quite stopped spinning past this point yet. Never mind. We'll fix it eventually. Yeah, let's go just to Kappa whatever it is. Where's the sun? Straight above me. Let's go to Kappa 1. I can just show you my processor setup for now. which is probably the same as most of the other ones. And yes, I am willy-nilly using warpers. It just makes it so much quicker. Speaking of industrial planets, welcome. Welcome. Skadoosh. Right, whereabouts are we? Right, that's the other graphene setup that I did, because we're now absolutely stocked up on graphene. It's lovely seeing all these towers everywhere. Admittedly, we don't always need them, but... where did I end up doing processors? Ah, I did them over here. So, microcrystalline doodars. Components. I was going to say components, but I wasn't sure. 2 per second. I think I've got 60 machines here. No, that looks like 30 because they're sharing belts, aren't they? Yeah, they've got their own silicon belt each, and then they're sharing the other 2 because if you look at the ratio, well, they're sharing the copper. Are they sharing the copper? Yeah, they're sharing the copper. And then processors over this way. I am requesting these to the other planet, just so you know. I'm absolutely requesting these to the other planet, but this one kind of needed to run a little bit longer. Let's just have a quick look at the ratios there. So every 3 seconds we're using 2. Yeah, to get 1 per second. I think I may have gone overboard with this. So 3 times 3 would be 90, so that'd be 45 per side. I'm fairly sure this is 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. I did that just so I'd know. So I've got 2 full belts of processors coming in at the moment. It's not the biggest scale factory that I've ever seen, but it's quite a hefty one. Yeah, it's bigger than some of the other factories we've got. Don't you just love this, though? And more impressively, this planet is still actually running out of power. Fair enough, then that shut my noise up. I was about to say it isn't running out of power, but... okay, it is. It is. We're having massive power problems all the way around. Green science, then we're going to start fixing the energy. Anyway, that's where we're going to be leaving off for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more, or comments and feedback greatly appreciated as always. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!